President Donald Trump voiced optimism Thursday after a highly anticipated 90-minute phone conversation with Chinese President Xi Jinping, raising hopes that the ongoing trade tensions between Washington and Beijing could soon see progress. Describing the exchange as very good, Trump shared on social media that both leaders expressed interest in furthering dialogue, and each extended invitations to visit the other's country. According to Trump, the discussion centered almost exclusively on trade matters, with no mention of other contentious geopolitical issues, such as Iran or the conflict in Ukraine. The call resulted in a very positive conclusion for both countries, Trump wrote, reflecting a sense of cautious confidence about the potential for renewed economic cooperation between the world's two largest economies. This marks a notable moment in U.S. China relations, coming after a prolonged stretch of silence between the two heads of state. The lack of prior communication, combined with mixed messaging from both sides in recent weeks, had only deepened concerns over deteriorating ties and the growing divide in trade policy approaches. Tensions have mounted since the two nations reached a temporary 90-day trade truce last month, effectively pausing the escalation of retaliatory tariffs. However, the fragile ceasefire has since been tested. Trump accused Beijing of breaching the agreement, an accusation Chinese officials have firmly denied. In turn, Chinese authorities have claimed that the U.S. has taken measures that undermine the mutual understanding reached during the talks. One of the central points of Thursday's call was a dispute over rare earth minerals, crucial components used in high-tech electronics, defense systems, and renewable energy technology. China, the dominant global supplier of these materials, had imposed new export restrictions in April, prompting frustration in Washington. Trump indicated that the matter had been addressed constructively during the discussion and suggested that progress had been made in resolving it. There should no longer be any questions respecting complexity of rare earth products, Trump stated, hinting that negotiations had yielded some clarity or movement on the issue. Looking ahead, Trump mentioned that economic teams from both nations would meet shortly at a location yet to be determined. He also emphasized the personal rapport between the two leaders, noting that she had invited him and First Lady Melania Trump to visit China, an offer he said he gladly reciprocated. As presidents of two great nations, this is something that we both look forward to doing, Trump added, highlighting the diplomatic gesture as a step toward rebuilding trust. The administration has viewed the renewed dialogue as a crucial opportunity to revitalize trade discussions that have largely stalled since the Geneva Truce. Trump, in particular, has seen progress with China as essential to advancing his broader economic agenda and securing a lasting legacy from his earlier term, when efforts at a comprehensive trade deal were upended by the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite the thaw in communication, friction between the two countries remains. U.S. officials had previously expected China to relax its restrictions on rare earth exports following the Geneva talks, but those expectations have not yet materialized. The continued hold has triggered sharp criticism from within the Trump administration, and in response, Washington has rolled out a series of new measures targeting Chinese interests. Among them, restrictions on the use of Chinese-made AI chips, especially those produced by Huawei, increased scrutiny of technology exports to Chinese firms, and a policy to revoke U.S. visas for Chinese students linked to the Communist Party or studying in sensitive fields like artificial intelligence or cybersecurity. While Thursday's call may not have resolved all outstanding issues, it represented a significant step in reopening high-level channels of communication. Both leaders appear to recognize the strategic importance of managing their complex economic relationship and the global consequences of letting it unravel further.